Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the University of Miami, it's College Weekly Live with Jack Carpenter. Tonight's guest from the new movie Blue Mountain State, Jimmy Tatro. I'm Greg Serene, and now, with an audience of the College Weekly team, it's your host, Jack Carpenter.
Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the show. Thank you for watching College Weekly Live. This is a special on-the-road edition on our way to Tallahassee, Florida.
But Jack, this is the Miami episode.
This is a Miami episode, Greg. This is what happens when you fall asleep on the bus. We went down to Miami for the week, talking to the students at Miami, and all of them were talking about how they were coming up to Tallahassee for the big football game, so we were like, okay, I guess we'll pack up our stuff and go. And the rest is history. Greg, what'd you think of Miami?
Oh, I loved it, man. I would say Miami has the best weather in the world.
I would say not only does Miami have perfect weather, but you can still find snow anywhere you go if you look for it.
I would say Miami is a magical place where people over 50 say, no, I won't stop being sexually active.
Well, guys, I'm excited to get the show started tonight. We get to sit down with actor and comedian Jimmy Tatro from the new movie Blue Mountain State. And Jimmy and I race on our feet to see who's quicker. So that's something important you don't want to miss.
Oh, sounds fun.
But first, let's talk about the University of Miami, aka the U. Home to 16,774 students, and their team is called the Hurricanes, which, in my opinion, it's kind of bold naming your team after a natural disaster, don't you think, Greg?
Yes, Jack, I think they were going to go with the Miami Tsunamis, but it was too wordy and couldn't fit on a t-shirt.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the reason. Well, the Hurricanes better be swooning because they got a big game this week against Florida State. It's actually rivalry week. Rivalry week? How do you say that?
Rivalry week. Wait. Rivalry week.
Well, it's going to be a very fun game tomorrow, not only because it's two very good teams, but the students from each schools really do not like each other. But you gotta understand, it's two of the biggest schools in Florida, and now they're going head to head. There's gonna be a lot of trash talking, a lot of shin kicking, the whole 9 yards. It's gonna be pretty intense. But let me tell you, we spent time at both Miami and FSU this week, so we made the next bit where we let students from both schools talk about each other. We just let them have it. We let them say anything they wanted other than the N-word. So without further ado, I would like to present Trash Talk, Miami versus FSU.
Sometimes I just sit here and look at my Bobby Bowden sign, Florida State football. Just remember the old days when I was young and naive and a Cane fan.
The colors are really ugly.
The average height in Miami is 5'2".
Yeah, they're short.
Last time Miami beat FSU in football was 5 years ago. I was 15 years old. Safe to say I was still pulling more girls than kids who go to Miami.
My pledge class probably has more 5 stars than their entire football team.
fans are FIU
Students.
pretty much.
Miami doesn't even have sorority houses, so
They have a weird mascot.
Dumbass bird.
Like a duck or something.
What even is that thing?
Last time I saw a loss in Tallahassee was never.
You go to games here and it's packed with 50,000 fans screaming and knoll chopping, and then you go to UM and 90% of the people there don't even go to UM, and the stadium's only half full.
our football stadium is probably bigger than their campus.
I would not have fun in Miami if I was a college student. What's $4 gonna get you? A half a shot? Here, $4, you can go a whole week. Club life in Miami, all of your boys there can get you in until you get to the line.
The girls, no.
What do you call a good-looking girl at the University of Miami?
A visitor?
There you go. An FSU girl, actually.
All UM really has left is 30 for 30 on ESPN.
What is up with their colors?
Yeah,
they have the
what?
ugliest colors. They don't even match.
Green and orange.
It's kind of like Christmas, but not.
The only good thing about Miami was the Orange Bowl. So what now, UM students? You drive 40 minutes to the stadium, 1/8 the way to Tyler. You might as well just keep going and come to Tallahassee.
FSU.
Yeah, I'd send my kids to Florida State if I was in the low income tax bracket.
Ratchet.
Gross.
Crab legs.
Dumbasses.
My parents won't even let me go there.
There's no point where I can park my yacht.
Oh, you go to FSU and make more money than your dad.
What do tornadoes and FSU have in common? What?
They both end up in trailer parks.
You go to live, and they go to Encore.
Don't they have girls there? This year's acceptance rate is 53%. So you could flip a coin to get it. Yeah.
Best thing to come out of Tallahassee is me when I leave on Sunday.
Tallahassee.
Tallahassee.
It's called Tallahassee for a reason. If you can't get into UM, you go to UF. If you can't get into UF, you go to FSU or Yale. I'm actually kind of scared to go there.
Man, you excited? Not really.
Fuck you, Seminoles.
Seminoles, fuck you.
And my new band is called Siskill.
You wouldn't jump into a pool without testing the water, right? So why would you drink without Never Too Hungover? The best way to help prevent hangovers. Available now at a store near you or nevertoohungover.com.
Hello everybody, I'm here with Jimmy Tatro, YouTube star and now part of the new movie, Blue Mountain State. Jimmy, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You began your career making videos on YouTube?
Yeah, well, I kind of found out that people were making livings on YouTube. Someone threw a number at me that a guy was making on YouTube, and I thought that was insane. And then I watched his videos, and I said, this guy's videos are not good. I can do this. And then I made one video that went viral, which kind of jump-started the whole process.
Which video was that?
That was Frat Life.
For me, drinking beer is like, it's a lot like having sex on a boat, because it's fucking close to water. I'm in a frat.
Were you in a frat?
I was in a frat,
Which
yes.
one?
Pi Kappa Phi.
Did you have a good time there?
I had a good time, yeah. And so a lot of the earlier videos were influenced by that environment.
You've obviously grown very popular. You have 2.5 million YouTube subscribers. Do a lot of people recognize you?
Yeah, good amount.
More in the streets or more on campuses when you go on tour?
Usually only when I'm least expecting it, like at Coffee Bean trying to grab a bagel, just not ready for any type of interactions. That's usually when it happens the most. But when I'm in college campuses or like college areas, that's definitely where, you know.
Have any of those fans kind of crossed the line and pissed you off?
Oh yeah. I mean, just because a lot of my videos are centered around, or a lot of people know of my videos from the party videos and the fraternity videos, they assume that I'm the character that I play in the videos, and they assume that they can treat me like that character and I'll respond positively to that. When in reality, that is not the case.
Not at all.
There was one time a guy came up to me, and he goes, we're like at some bar, we were filming the BMS movie. A guy comes up to me and he goes, yo man, you should come back to our frat house, we're throwing a formal tonight. I can get you a date. And I was like, I'm gonna be real with you, I'm not gonna do that. And he goes, wow, you're a dick. And he walks back to his friend, and I just see him go, Tatro's a fucking faggot, dude. And I was like, whoa,
people
man.
are so
like,
tough to judge.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, I don't want to go. I don't know you. I don't know anyone there. I don't want to go to your frat formal. I'm sorry. It was a nice gesture, but
that's ridiculous.
Don't be an asshole for me just being real and saying I'm probably not gonna do that.
What's the oldest pair of Sperrys you've ever owned?
I have never owned a pair of Sperrys.
Really?
Yeah, did that just blow your mind a little bit?
It did.
I think that speaks volumes about my videos.
Yes, because that is the ultimate frat trademark, yet Jimmy Tatro doesn't own a pair of Sperrys.
Never have. Never have purchased protein powder either.
No?
I'm just a big phony.
Just a big old phony.
Just a big old phony, man. No, I don't know. I was like a Vans guy, you know? Grew up like a skater. So.
Were you a skater in high school? Did you wear black jeans and blue shirts?
Not quite. I was
You sure?
more of a basketballer in high school.
Oh, okay.
Went through a bit of a black phase.
Did you ever date any black girls?
I actually haven't, no.
Cool.
Okay.
So a lot of people who meet you don't have a good first impression.
Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to tell people to give a good first impression?
I mean, you know, if you like the vids and you come up and you say, hey, I like the vids, I'll be like, thank you, I really appreciate that. But if you come up and you're like, yo, are you that douchebag? Or like, hey man, like, fucking hate your videos. We'll be like, fuck off.
Oh man, well, what are you working on today? I see you have a Mid-Eastern West shirt.
Yeah, we actually just did a Little League World Series spoof. Got a bunch of kids in here today, which is it's been a bit of a hectic day today. Had to chase down a UPS truck on foot to get the package that we needed with all these shirts in it.
How quickly can you run?
How like my 40 time?
Sure.
I'd say I could do about a 4.8.
I'm pretty quick too.
Oh yeah?
Would you want to race?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Hello everybody. Jimmy Tatro and I are about to race for absolutely no reason at all. Kyle, count us down.
All right, boys. 3, 2.
He cheated. He cheated. Woo! Jimmy's pretty fast. Check out his channel, Life According to Jimmy, and catch him on tour.